I say listen, and maybe you will see that everything that happened isn't meant to be. I say listen, you will see that everything that happened isn't meant to be. I know, and it hurts like hell. I know, you don't wanna give us hell. I know, it's so hard to find that everything that happened isn't on your mind. What is up? What is up? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. We are back. Let me know if you can hear me. I don't see the drop frames this time. What's up, High Key Zeno? What's good, my boy? Feel free to jump in the Discord, High Key Zeno. I want to monitor this, but I think I may have figured out what was going on, so we should be straight. We should be straight. Let's hope the streaming gods have mercy on my soul. Let's make sure. Let me know if y'all buffering. Let me know if y'all buffering. Let me know if something going on. What's up, Bunny, Bunny, Bunny? How you doing? How you doing? Let's see. What's up, Black Frost? What's good, homie? Let me know if it's buffering. Let me know if you guys are buffering on your end. It shouldn't be. We should be straight, but it is a possibility that we could be buffering. So right now and so far, I feel like we're good, but I just want to make sure before I actually get into the sermon today. Before I get into the sermon today, I want to make sure that we straight. I want to make sure that I ain't gonna have to end it again. What's up, Jose? What's good? What's good, big dog? What's up, Ambush? What's up, True? What's good? What's good, player? What's good? How y'all feeling today, man? How y'all feeling on this nice Saturday, man? It's been a yo. You know what it is? It's so freaking rainy in Florida right now, man. I guess because but it's weird. Like it'll rain for 2 seconds and then it'll stop, and then it'll rain for 2 seconds and then it'll stop, and then it'll pour, and then it'll stop, and then it'll pour again, and then it'll stop. I don't know what the hell going on today. Yeah, I know. I know. I know that they out there, but usually they die down before they get to us. They die down before they get to us, but who knows what'll happen this time around. Dude, I just saw that Ghost of Yote PS5. It's beautiful. You know what, Bunny? I don't really like it. I don't really like the design. Like, I'm not trying to be a hater, right? But I really just, I feel like it's such a simple and plain design. I wish they would go out more when they're doing these. I wish they would make me feel like I need to have that. Like back in the PS4 days, when they made a console, you felt like you needed that console. This time around, not so much. Not so much. What up, Kevin? What's good, big dog? What is up? What's up, Grant? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, so right now I'm just kicking the bullshit. The only reason why is because I wanna while I'm here, because it's been acting real wonky. So I want to make sure that we good and that we can get on without it cutting me off in the middle. I wish they would give us all the black one, all the black one. You know, they don't even gotta give me. Look, my whole thing is I feel like, yo, I'm glad that y'all made this semi modular PS5. I'm saying purely with the plates, being able to take the plates off. But I don't feel like they've given us anything to make us want to buy the plates. Like they gave us these cosmic colors before, but they not really giving the people what they want. I feel like we want a whole bunch of like anime. Do y'all remember back in the 360 era when they made plates? When they made plates in the 360 era, those plates look crazy. They made you want to buy the plates. these plates are so plain and simple, it don't make you want to buy it. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I can go to one of those I'm pretty sure I could go to one of those websites like Etsy or something like that and maybe buy some custom plates that people created. But the whole point is that Sony should have made it so that, you know, they should have made plates that people actually want to freaking buy, man. I haven't been I mean, the controllers are so it's hit and miss. With the controllers, it's hit and miss. Some I just felt like I needed to have. Others I was just like disgusted. Like, how dare you? How dare you? They spent all that time, you know, making sure that D brand couldn't sell their plates, only to not give us no plates. Only to not give us no plates, bruh. And I can't understand. I feel like they're doing the bare minimum, bro. Like, and they just keep trying to sell us hardware, bro. Like, no, I don't want your speakers, but I've seen a lot of people saying they wanted the speakers. I don't want no speakers, bro. I'm not sitting down at no freaking computer with speaker monitors, bro. I'm just it's not happening. It's not happening, bro. Like, you really think that I'm gonna take my sound system and say, nah, I don't want the sound to come from my sound system. Nah, I want these little specialized ass PlayStation speakers. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm just I like some of the stuff PlayStation doing. Other stuff I really don't. I'm not really complaining per se because I feel like those items that I don't like, they just didn't make them for me. They didn't make them for me. D Brand was gonna make a killing off those plates, bro. D Brand was gonna make a killing off those plates, but at least they were gonna make some fucking plates, bruh. I mean, have they really even released any PlayStation 5 Pro plates? Nah, I haven't seen any. I haven't seen none. And then when they finally do release some plates, they release them in such a small amount that it feels like, oh man, everybody bought them all up because it was, you know, it was just such great plates. No, it's because it was so little to be had. I'm like, dog, they wildin', man. They really wildin', and I wish they would get somebody creative to come in and really make some designs that make sense. Yo, that's the funny part about it. They had to make it seem like this was made, you know, somewhat for the PlayStation, right? These speakers, let me clue y'all in and let me tell y'all right now, these never made for the purpose of the PlayStation console. It was not made for the purpose of the PlayStation Portal, because who the hell got a Portal and like, yo, you know what? I want to blast some fucking man, come on, man, cut it out. This was intended specifically for PC, but they made it work on the console and the Portal to make those guys not feel left out. Me personally, I don't see a reason for the speakers. I ain't gonna be a negative Nancy about the speakers because, again, it's tailored for somebody that isn't me. It's for somebody that's not me. So if y'all enjoy it, I'm not gonna hate on you. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it to your heart's content. PlayStation isn't known for their creativity. They are known for their creativity when it comes to gaming and when it comes to movies and when it comes to all this other stuff. They are not creative when it comes to hardware and making it something that consumers would like. I feel like they need to do better there. I feel like they could have done a better job. I think you know why it sucks so bad? Because there was this dude on Twitter, man. I kid you not. He used to make these mock-ups of like PlayStation plates, covers, and stuff like that. And that he used to make that, and he used to do such a great job. I think they called him like Xbox Pope or something like that. I don't know if y'all know who I'm talking about. Yo, what's up, Dewan? I don't know if y'all know who I'm talking about, but that dude used to make some of the best mock-ups that I have ever seen for like controller designs and plates. So they made speakers and headphones before, but now these are for PC. I think this was specifically made for the PC, bro. Do because most console players, they have their they're playing their game through their TVs with their home entertainment setups. This was made specifically for somebody sitting at a desk. This was made for. This was not made for somebody who is couch gaming. I don't think you're gonna see anybody on planet Earth with their big 75-inch TV, and then you see this hooked up because this is where they want to hear the sound from. I don't think that's gonna be the case. I just can't get into the game theme plates. The pearl white plates for the Slim are so clean. I want a pro version of those. See, that's the thing. I want plates that have, right? Again, it's a want, not necessarily a need. But if I'm gonna invest into some plates, I want to invest into some plates that really make the setup look unique. What's up? What's up, Don? How you doing? I just can't. Da 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 da. Yo yo. What up? What up, Dewan? Boycott Activision. PlayStation isn't known for their creativity. Yote Pro Plate sold up quick. The thing is, I think they sold out quick because there wasn't a lot being made. I think that's why they sold out quick, because there's not a lot being made. The Pro sold out quick, but you mean to tell me that the base plates are still available? The only reason why that would be the case is if they only made a certain amount. That's the only reason why. If it works as an expansion of the sound, I'd get them, but I have two subwoofers next to my TV right now, and it's a 65-inch. Exactly what I'm saying, though, Black Frost. That's exactly what I'm mentioning here, is that people already have their home entertainment systems. They're not going to replace their home entertainment systems with these speakers. It's just, I don't even see that happening. Now, even if we were to say sound bar, right? I don't see them really replacing their sound bar with these speakers. I don't see it happening. Yeah, you're either using a headset or your TV speakers or a sound setup. Exactly. But again, I understand why PlayStation created it like this, because they don't want to create a divide within the fan base. So they create the hardware and they make it where it works on all of the hardware. It's just not plausible if you're using it in the scenario that most people are, right? I do know that some people do connect their PlayStations to their computer monitors for whatever reason. Again, I still don't. I can't figure that one out either. I've been trying to figure that out, but I can't really figure out why people would like to play a PlayStation on a monitor and sitting at a desk. That doesn't make a lot of logical sense, because for years console gamers have fought oh no, I game on console because I want to sit on my couch. But now apparently a lot of y'all so-called console gamers, now y'all want to sit in front of a desk, in front of a monitor. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's looking kind of fishy to me, man. It's looking kind of fishy, man. It's not great. It's not great. I don't know. I don't know what's happening to the console community, man. The console community is transforming right before your eyes, man. Oh, happy pre-birthday, Lady Gamer, aka Dawn, aka Ice Queen Gaming, aka nah. But happy pre-birthday, man. For me personally, it's because a TV is too far and I'm blind as fuck. Oh, you know what? See, that is a legitimate reason. But you're blind as fuck. I'm assuming that you're nearsighted. I mean, I'm sorry. You're farsighted? Farsighted, I would have to say. Nearsighted is when you can't see things far away, right? I think that's how it is. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. I am the exact same way. I cannot see shit far away, but I have glasses for that. I sit on a bucket seat because my TV hooked up on my sim rig. Wait, hold on. Hold on, crosshairs. Let me get this right, bro. Let me get this right, bro. So when you playing games like, I don't know, the first Berserker Kazan or something, you sitting within your sim seat? You're sitting within your sim rig? Come on, man. Come on, man. No way. I don't know. I couldn't do that, man. I could. Well, I probably could, but I couldn't. I would. Well, I could, but I. We still here? Are we still here? I'm hoping we're still here. Are we still in the building? Can y'all hear me? I just saw it. I just saw it in Streamlabs. It says stream has disconnected. Attempting to reconnect. Oh, okay. We good. We good. We good. We good. All right. All right. All right. I don't know what's going on today, man. I don't know what's going on today. The internet seems fine, man, but for some reason the connection just seems to be awful. That's the reason why I love wired connections over wireless, because wireless is so iffy, man. You got to understand that it's transmitting on certain bands and things like that, and depending on the different types of devices that you have in your house, it all could interfere. It all could interfere. um yeah, it did. It definitely had a blip. I'm literally monitoring as I do this because I still haven't started the stream yet. I want to be honest with y'all because I'm a little scared about this, and I'm hoping that it don't mess up any further, right? Um, but it seems like we've been going pretty good, so I'm about to start getting to these topics, and we can talk about these topics. And I think the first topic that I actually want to touch on today, come on, Six, stream that Silent Hill F so we can see you jump scare. Yo, you know what? I I think I will stream Silent Hill F. Well, actually, nah, I'm lying. I'm lying because Ghost of Tsushima, I mean Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yote is coming out in a few days. I wanted to start Chronos, and so I will ultimately stream Silent Hill, but it won't be right now at this particular moment. You got Mufid. What is Mufid? I don't know what that is. It's a good game so far. Yeah, I've heard. I've heard everything that I've heard about Silent Hill F has been absolutely extremely positive. The thing is, I don't listen to people unless I respect their gaming habits, and the people that I know really put in that work, they've been saying that this game is solid. I'm not starting nothing right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think I can get that Chronos Platinum before Ghost of Yote drop. So I think I'm gonna push for it. I'll just be pissed if I don't hit my mark. 'Cause as soon as Yote drop, that's what I'm on. When Halloween comes out with that Michael Myers game, will you stream that? You know, I don't even know if I'm picking that up for real. I don't know if I'm picking that up for real, man. I might get it for kicks and giggles, but it depends on if other people that I actually play with, if they actually gonna get the game. Cause I'm not gonna play that game solo. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would play that game solo and just be a complete troll. I would play it solo and I would be a complete troll. Hey, I go to the bathroom and I got my blue. Think my piss blocks the Bluetooth can. I don't know, man. Not unless you got some metallic piss. The stream will end shortly unless you restart it in your streaming. Are we still here? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me now? I take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, baby, please don't go. If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, baby, please don't go. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, I don't know why that song just popped in my head, but I love that song, bro. I love that song. Anywho, let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. I feel like we're a little bit stable. Overdone, I'm not gonna have this conversation with you, man. I already told you so many times before. Pineapple definitely goes on pizza, bro. It without a doubt. Without a doubt, pineapple 100% goes on pizza. Yo, this stream is going stupid right now. It is going dumb. It is starting. It is disconnecting. It is attempting to reconnect. Let me show y'all what's happening, just so y'all can see. Hold on. Let me pull this over. I'm gonna show y'all. I've been watching this thing forever. Right? Now, previously, when I was doing the stream before, this is what was happening. It was just dropping frames, dropping frames, dropping frames, dropping frames, dropping frames. But since I've been on, it's literally telling me that it's disconnected. And by the way, you can see it's not utilizing crazy CPU usage, so it's not the laptop. It's not the laptop. It's definitely a connectivity issue for sure. It's 1000% a connectivity issue. And even if I was to bring other things into it, you would see that it's still other things other than that. I don't know. Um, you got to remember. You got to remember. This is not my house's connection. I got a gig over a gig at the house, so I never really have these issues. But I'm on 100/20, so and I don't know if my like brother, if he's streaming or if his wife is streaming something, simultaneously, that'll definitely kill the bandwidth. So right now, y'all gotta bear with me, man. Bear with me, man. Bear with me, man. I'm gonna bet the issue is Windows 11. Nah, I doubt it. I don't think it has anything to do with drivers. I think it's just a lack of bandwidth, to be honest with you. That's the only thing that I can think of. But let's see if we can push through this thing, man. Let's see if we can push through this thing. All right. So, the first thing that I actually want to talk to y'all about is something that really made me say, "What?" But I also said, "I understand," right? So, apparently, EA is close to a deal to sell the company and go private. Well, if they sell the company, it's not that they want to go private, but they're selling it to private investors. So I thought that this was pretty interesting, but I think this also shows that EA is actually going through it right now. I truly think that that shows that EA is going through it right now. EA might be returning to being a private company, according to a new report from Wall Street Journal. EA is in deep discussion, is deep in discussions on a $50 billion deal that would take the company private. The report, paywalled, claims that investors include Silver Lake and Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. Now, one thing that I have been seeing is that Saudi Arabia is getting into the gaming space, and they got the listen. Them boys got that money. Them boys got that money. They got that money, man. So 50 billion for them, that ain't nothing. That's a drop in the bucket. That's a drop in the bucket. This deal, according to the outlet sources, could be announced as soon as next week. Discussions on price are still underway, but the deal could value EA at as much as 50 billion. The Washington Street Journal says, while noting that its market value is roughly 43 million, they must be mean 43 billion, prior to details of the talks going public. The PIF already owns a 10% stake that is purchased in 2023. Silver Lake, on the other hand, doesn't have any stake currently in the company, but it does have partial ownership of Unity, which EA has used for past titles. Should the EA sale happen, WSJ believes it would become the largest leveraged buyout ever, not adjusting for inflation. The current largest buyout is the sale of TXU in 2007 for 32 billion. As of publishing, EA stock has risen nearly 15% since news of the deal was first reported. The company's next earnings call is scheduled for October 28, 2025. None of EA, the PIF, or Silver Lake have commented publicly on the matter. Insider Gaming has reached out to all three for comment on this report. Though unlikely, should a response be received, it will be added to this story. So here's the thing, right? I really don't care what happens to EA. EA doesn't make games that I really play. The bulk of their titles are sports titles, which I don't really care for. So more power to them. I wish them well. I hope that they get what they want. I hope they take it private. New company that purchased them, I hope that they actually put some effort into maybe bringing back the older IPs that EA have. I wish they would bring back the Street series. You remember the EA Big, those games, those titles that fell under those games? Because even whether you like sports or not, it wasn't simulation, so it was just fun to play. So I would hope that they would do that, but I highly doubt it. If they're looking into purchasing them, they're purchasing them based on what they're currently doing, and they want to do more of what they're currently doing. I mean, I guess the most telling thing is that they want to go private. They no longer want to be a public company. So that's interesting, right? Because when you're a private company, you can do whatever the hell you want, and you don't really have to worry about shareholders and stuff like that. Big made Fairgame. They did. I can already see the fanboys. Microsoft should step in and buy them. I mean, like I said, when it comes to this, I wouldn't give a damn. Listen, Microsoft and Xbox is already a done deal. So it's just like, I mean, at this point, you would be killing a dead horse. At this point, you would be killing a dead horse. But I thought that this was interesting, man. I really did. I really do feel like this is very interesting to know and to see. And if it does go through, it says a lot about how the industry is operating, to the point where all of the biggest players are trying to cash out and get out of this shit. Think about it. Look at what happened with Activision. All they wanted to do is sell that shit and get going. They do not, listen, they do not want to be a part of what's going on in this industry. And I think part of the issue with this industry is that the industry has gotten greedy. I have to say that. And I have to say that to a degree where we're seeing it. We're seeing it. I mean, we're seeing them push for money no matter what, man. And half the time when they're selling you a product, you don't really feel like you're getting the value of said product. There's a lot of games that I've bought that, while I may play them and finish them, they didn't feel like they were worth the cost of entry, right? But I usually charge it to the game like that, and I always look at it, especially if it's like the first entry of a title. Like, I'll give you an example, right? While I enjoyed Lost Soul Aside, I think they could have went with a lower price tag. I think they could have went with a lower price point, and I think it would have probably helped them in the long run. I mean, they really only added the basic $59.99, which really wasn't a problem. But if they had sold it for $39.99 or maybe even $49.99, it probably would have fared better, right? And I don't see the industry getting any better, man. Truthfully, games are getting larger. They're taking longer times to make. And, now when I put things into perspective, it's like, dang, how much do we really expect out of these developers in a single generation? Right? And I know that the people in charge, the people who are actually putting the money behind making this stuff, right? I know they're looking at this like, it feels crazy that, we start a new generation, what, like every 8 years or so? We start a new generation every 8 years or so. And then we end up in a predicament. We end up in a predicament where some of our studios are making maybe one title every 5 years. I think Insomniac might be the only freaking team on Sony's roster that has just been like really like producing. So let me ask you, that brings up another question. You know what? That brings up another question, right? Is it really that it takes too long to make games, or is it that Sony is just not working with enough talent? I'm not saying studios, I'm saying talent. Now, and when I say that, I mean, I'm pretty sure Insomniac has multiple studios that work on multiple projects, which is how they're pumping out these projects left and right? But are there other studios set up the same way? Like Housemarque took what, like 5 years to produce Sorrows? It took 5 years for them to produce Sorrows. Do they have any other teams? And let me ask you this. Why is Housemarque not making any smaller titles anymore? Like, everything doesn't have to be super big, blockbuster, AAA, you know what I mean? We still want that. And hopefully I'm not speaking out of turn for nobody else, but I'm speaking for me when I say this. I still want that. I still want the big blockbuster AAA games, but I also want something to snack on in between. Like, if the games are gonna take 5 years for them to produce, right? I want to snack on something in between. Like, I feel like the studios could be producing more. So I don't know. Am I in saying that? Talent stretched too thin among all companies. They need to start doing what Insomniac is doing by mixing in smaller titles like Miles Morales and hopefully Venom. Yeah, and that's another thing, right? Hear me out when I tell y'all this. Hear me out when I tell y'all this, because y'all probably gonna kill me when I say this, but I don't need games to be like 50, 60 hours long, dog. Like, I don't. I really don't need that, bro. A good 10 to 15 hour game is cool with me. I felt, and tell me if I'm off, I felt Mafia, the old country, was like the perfect length for a game. You got in and you had an ending, bro. Like, it was like the perfect size game. And I'm like, clearly that wouldn't take no 5 years. Although the game did look very, very good. It did look very good. And I always love Mafia games, man. It almost made me want to miss this one because of the horses, but I'm glad that I didn't. I felt like that game was the perfect size, man. It was the perfect size. And truthfully, if I wanted to, I could have got the platinum for that game in one sitting. I could have got the platinum for that game in one sitting. All the trophies were straightforward. There was some collectible stuff that I kind of just whatever, but it would have easily been just like Spider-Man 2, where I did it in one sitting. Yep, 10 to 20 hours is good. Games should be more linear as well. Well, here's the thing. I think that there's room for all the types of games, right? I feel like there's room for... I feel like everybody all of a sudden felt like they need to make a 100-hour RPG for some odd reason. I don't know why. I have no idea why. A lot of the time, when you make super long RPGs like that, it's a whole bunch of filler content that nobody wants to do anyway. I mean, they do it, but they don't really want to do it. So it's like, I don't see the point in making people sit through that much filler, because that's usually what it is. And I'll give it to you. I'll say it like this: the Assassin's Creed games, especially Valhalla. Valhalla was so packed with filler Holy crap. You could tell that it was like the some of the mission structures were like AI generated probably. I mean, it felt, when a game feels like it's dragging on and you just want to get to the end, the developers didn't do a good job of setting the experience. Some of Sony studios are only one game at a time studios. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's what they need to fix. They need to. So here's what I say, right? Because we could offer all of the dialogue and the conversation that we want, but if we don't come with any solutions, it doesn't really make a difference because all we're doing is just talking. In this instance, they could either do whatever the hell they did with Insomniac that allows Insomniac to pop out games like that, or they could buy more studios. It does have to be the huge studios though. It could be the smaller studios that make the smaller titles and just have stuff ready in the middle of waiting for the big stuff. Serious, some games they need to take some of the fillers to place into another game, not DLC, an entire separate game. Sony clearly had to cancel them live service games, and that's fine, man. I'm not gonna lie, I would still be pissed if Fairgames is canceled. If Fairgames, because they haven't mentioned it, right? And apparently we were supposed to hear something about Fairgames this year, and nothing. So, man, they better not cancel that game. They better not cancel that game. I mean, Jade Raymond has already exited the building. She done already got her golden parachute, and now she floating to safety. I mean, but it's just like, come on, man. Like, I was really interested in that game. I really feel like that'll be something. I mean, that'll be something I feel would be fun as hell to stream. Just going through with your team, robbing folks while you trying to defend yourself against other people who trying to rob the same people. Like, I just feel like that game would have been awesome. It got delayed. I want to see Fairgames. I want to see it too. That's my beef. Flesh it out. They got to start making the world more better instead of this bum ass quest. You got a great quest in the open world. A lot of resource wasted. I think she was fired, honestly. I don't know, man. A lot of the times I don't think people are fired. I think they just leave because, maybe they don't like the way things are operating and they can't do nothing about it to change it. So they decide that they pick up and they'll go. Know necessarily if they were fired, but hey, y'all might be right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did fire. Sony, in my opinion, should still pursue live service games, but not at that scale they were doing previously. I agree too. I think they need to get a genuine plan, and I think they need to stick to it and support the games when they come out. Not every game is going to be a success right off top, but you take the feedback from the people and then you build on. You know what I mean? I feel like they threw away the entire bruh. Concord is still one that I just don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, you cancel the game, all right, but you still got a super solid base. Maybe you go back and realize what you messed up on, create the appropriate content, and then put the game out, man. Like, just completely axing it, getting rid of it, and trying to pretend like it never happened that's crazy work to me. That's crazy work to me. Nah, she wanted fire. She wanted fire. Are you saying she wasn't fired? Or are you saying... I don't know what you're saying. Concord is a rich IP with many ideas. They told her that shit she was working on, she got to change it. She didn't want to change her idea. Maybe. I mean, or maybe the landscape changed. Because from what I was told, Jade Raymond was originally brought in. Haven, they were originally acquired because of how they were working remotely and the infrastructure that they had, which allowed them to work remotely but work efficiently. And then the game came into play where we found out that they were working on the game. And then they only showed us one trailer, which, by the way, it still pisses me off. But they showed us one trailer, and that's been it, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can go back and relive the misery. Let's see. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Hopefully it don't start buffering. If it does, I apologize.
You want to know about us? Seems like everyone does these days. It's simple. Too much money and too much power is held by just a few people. And it's only getting worse. So, we decided to do something about it. Let's go.
Hey.
Jeans, designer socks too. I got the swag crew. It's a haiku. I'm something like you. Might drink and drive too. Work 9 to 5s when I was in high school. These shoes here don't come out till June. This my pick. I'll crop you. Married to the game. Said my I do's. Got a window seat like Erykah Badu.
Hey, Buddy starts spraying, dog. Look, I don't know how y'all see this and y'all don't think to y'allself, damn, this gonna be a fun ass, crazy ass game, bro. I don't understand. I don't get it. You know, I really want to know, what do y'all look for in games when y'all get ready to decide that or what you gonna entertain? What the hell do y'all look for? I don't know. I don't understand what y'all look for anymore, because this seems like some fire shit. If done right, this seems like it can be an extremely fun game. But again, like I said, I don't really know what y'all look for. I mean, besides Metacritic scores and Digital Foundry, you know, basically people telling y'all what to buy. I don't know what else y'all look at. I don't know what else is the metric for y'all, because all I ever see is people looking for Metacritic to say, oh, this is a good score. I know some people that won't even play games unless it hits a certain Metacritic score, which always baffled me. You have no idea what this game is about. You have no idea what's going on with this game. All you know is that some other people said that the game is shit. So you're saying, oh, well, nah, shit, I'm good. I'm not even going to play it. But this game looked like some heat. If
you ain't got it, then you can't flaunt it. Pull up Lamborghini and Sonic.
Yo, that's crazy to get all the way to the safe. Get all the way to the safe, get the safe open, and then another team is walking out blowing your fucking head off. I ain't gonna lie, that shit would have pissed me off. That would have pissed me off so bad. That would have pissed me off so bad, bro. I'm working so hard. They gonna fight against these other teams we trying to get in here. I feel like, I done made it to the end finally. Finally, I done made it to the end. I'm ready to get in here. Let's get this money. And then you met by some other team, bro. That's crazy. That looks like the chick from Power. Oh, man.
If you ain't got it, then you can't flaunt it. Pull up Lamborghini and Sonic. To the game, said my I do's. Got a window seat like Erykah Badu.
Hey, Buddy turned around and just started spraying, dog. Yo, he didn't know what the hell he was shooting at. He wasn't aiming, he was just spraying.
You ain't got it, then you can't flaunt it. Lamborghini S on it.
Oh, them boys pulled up right behind them, right as they thought that they was safe. Right as they thought they was safe, Buddy pulled up behind them like, nope. They came in with the monkey mask on. This look lit. What the fuck is wrong with people, bruh? Daz Macy's, I don't know, dog. I don't know, bruh. I don't know what to tell you. This shit is, it looks completely fire, bro. It looks completely fire, man. I'm like, that's why I said I hope that this game hasn't been canceled, because you know PlayStation has very, 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 very poor management when these types of games, for some reason. They seem to not just they seem to just not know how to get it right. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, man. Hopefully everything pans out with it. I'm looking forward to it. Y'all might not be looking forward to it, but yeah. All right. In other news, what up, Anonymous Boss? How you been doing, big dog? Granddaddy Perp. Divinity Rocks. I will say the one thing Fairgames was able to do that Concord never accomplished was being able to clearly show you what the game and how it's different. The premise is interesting, but I want to see gameplay. That's true. That's true. A lot of what we saw was just, well, I ain't gonna say a lot. All we saw was CGI, but you know, what they laid out is what I feel is I think it's going to be great. In other news, the Asus ROG Xbox Ally X is sold out worldwide on Xbox Store. Listen, don't let them fool y'all with this. Do not let them fool y'all with this. That whole "it sold out" shit. Listen, I for that, because it was $1,000 handheld, so you best believe it was only a few of them that was made. And I ain't talking about like a few hundred or something like that. It's probably like a few thousand of them. They made probably a few thousand of them, and you have a few thousand idiots that would go out and buy that. And then you got the scalpers that's buying it. And again, when I say the scalpers is buying it, I'm only saying that because it's all over eBay. It's all over eBay, and they want to sell you. I'm gonna tell you, this is what's funny about this entire thing. And honestly, I think that's the reason why it's not selling anymore. I think that's the reason why they posted it as being sold out too. So it could be two possible stock, which I think it's lack of stock, right? Or it could be that they stopped the pre-orders because they saw that bots was buying up they saw that bots was buying up the stock. And when I say bots, I'm talking about scalpers that have bots that automatically make purchases. And you know, if they don't stop it, they're gonna be fucked, because it's already stupid. It don't make any sense. And then when you take $1,000 device and jack that price up to $2,500, nobody's gonna actually be using the device, which means Xbox isn't going to actually be accomplishing the goal that they want to accomplish, which is having something on the market that can actually compete with Steam. Yeah, I mean, everybody compares it to Nintendo, but it's $1,000 handheld. You're not going to make a whole bunch of those, especially if you're going to sell them. So there was probably only a few to pre-order. Probably a few to pre-order. I mean, again, they probably stopped the count. Microsoft probably saw what was happening and said, whoa, let's pause this until we can actually get this into the hands of the people, right? Or they're maybe going to change the way pre-ordering works, or maybe they found some way to detect the bots, or maybe it's none of this. Maybe they just sold out whatever stock that they actually had, which was only a few. But I would not jump on the bandwagon of this thing is selling good, because y'all gonna find out real soon They're gonna be like, yo, this thing sold like 10,000 copies, and you're gonna be like, what? What? I thought they sold out. Yeah, they did sell out. They sold out of the 10,000. And the older ROG will be updated with the same UI and software. Yep, they're clearly not competing with Steam Deck, much less Switch 2 at that price. They're competing with Steam Deck to get devices out in the field that have their funky OS on it. That's the main goal. The main goal is to get their OS out there in a while, and they want to compete with the Steam OS. As far as the device, I mean, the device is better than the Steam Deck. I mean, the Steam Deck is fucking garbage. That shit is garbage too, but it's only because I don't really like. I can't see myself spending $1,000 on no bullshit like that. Not at all. And then the biggest issue is that it's just another PC handheld. There's nothing special about it except for it has the Xbox OS on it, and they're gonna have that on all of the other different devices anyway. So I don't know. I don't know what the point of this device is, truthfully. And it's going to accommodate your whole PlayStation library. Yep. Exactly. That handheld is coming. Wait for Set Gaming. Well, Sony, if they're working on a handheld, because I don't know that to be true. I know that that's the rumors. But if, let's say the rumors are true, which they probably are, I'm going to assume that there's a 90% chance that the rumors are true, because the person that is coming from has been pretty much right about everything when it came to Sony anyway. So more than likely this is true. When the PlayStation handheld comes out, the PlayStation handheld will support the entire library of PlayStation, because it is going to be a PlayStation. The Xbox ROG, how do you even, what is it? ROG Xbox Ally? All it has is Xbox squeezed in between the name. That's all it is. It's just a branded Xbox branded device. It is not an Xbox. It is not an Xbox. No matter how much they try to lie to you, it is not a fucking Xbox. I'm sorry. It is what it is, man. I'm sorry. Be mad. Be mad. Be mad. Be mad. I mean, and the funny part about all of this is that the people who are so inclined to pick this up want to pick this up so that they can play PlayStation PC games. They're not even buying it for Xbox. They're buying it so that they can play PlayStation games that are purchased through Steam. It is. It is a piece of shit. All of these handhelds are trash. All of them. Every last one of them are trash. Somehow, some way, everybody has all of a sudden fell into this mind frame that they want to be a handheld gamer for whatever reason. I mean, but that's crazy that you go spend $1,000 so that you can play PlayStation games when they come to Steam. Yo, that gotta be the fucking that gotta be the funniest thing ever, bro. Xbox is in the name. That is about it. That is about it, Mr. Optimized. What was your other name? What was your other? Was it Harry? No, it wasn't Harry. I cannot remember what your other name was, but I know that your icon looks familiar. Let's see. Play PlayStation games at a lower quality and higher price. Yes. Yes. And yes again. Yes. The Switch 2 is the only true handheld out of all of them. Yes. They're all called consoles too, and they're not consoles. Not even the Switch. I don't view the Switch as a console. I view the Switch as a handheld. That's exactly what it is. It's a handheld that you can connect to a dock and view on your TV. It is not a console. It is a handheld. It should be labeled as such. It should be treated as such. All of this hybrid talk, fuck out of here. They won't be able to play the Xbox version of GTA 6 on the ROG Ally. Oh, you mean the ROG? No, you said it wrong. You said it wrong. Crisis Core. It's the ROG Xbox Ally. That's what it's called. The ROG Xbox Ally. Or Swallow Pony Juice. Vegger. There you go. Vegger. Wait, you was the Swallow Pony Juice dude too? Hey, that name always made me say, like, what the fuck was he thinking when he created this? Swallow Pony Juice, man. This man wildin', man. And to add to that, which I'm curious to know about this as well, right? So since, because remember, Costco is no longer carrying Xboxes, right? Costco is no longer. What's up, John Wayne? Since Costco is no longer carrying Xboxes, right? Will Costco carry the Asus ROG Xbox Ally? Listen, I understand why Costco is not carrying the Xbox, right? All jokes aside, all the console warring aside, all of that put to the side, right? Costco has seen what type of loss they've taken by carrying the Xbox. They've seen that they have not been able to sell these Xboxes, and more than likely, they've had a warehouse full of Xboxes that nobody ever buys. So why would they continue purchasing? They're just losing money by doing that. They're losing every time they decide to support Xbox customers because there's not enough Xboxes being sold. There's not enough need or want for it, right? Like, it's not popular by any stretch of the imagination. It is not popular at all. It only, and what's so crazy about it is that it's only popular in America. And you want me to tell you what's even more funny? I know the reason why they're not selling it is due to the tariffs and due to them having to pay all that extra money to get a fucking device that nobody's gonna buy. So imagine this. If you thought you could recoup your money and you thought you could recoup, the cost of the tariffs and all of that stuff, you damn sure will carry that Xbox. But what they're looking at is they're like, dude, not only are we overpaying for this box, not only do we have to pay tariffs getting this shit in because of the stupid orange